been the same lineup for the past like 10 episodes. That's all we have.
Okay, so
Okay, go like this real quick for me, okay? Just for my sake. Okay, ready? Okay.
You are now listening to the Backseat Critics, the movie review podcast.
Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. My name's RJ.
and my name's Andrew, and this is a podcast where we review movies that you should steer clear of. Except this week we're talking about Don't Look Under the Bed from 1999 from Disney Channel original, and we've got our guest here.
Hello.
We got Trevor.
I'm Trevor.
He is a returning guest, and this is not a Disney Channel review. Okay.
But this is a Disney Channel original. Heaven forbid I speak.
Disney Channel original movie, DCOM. I'm sorry to correct you, but it's DCOM.
My man, thank you.
DCOM.
DCOM.
Would can you explain
You
that?
said that you didn't Disney Channel original movie, so it's a movie that was made specifically for Disney Channel.
DCOM. Gotcha.
This one also was like a Halloween movie, so it was made for like a Halloween season in, I'm guessing, but you said the year?
1999.
Okay.
As I don't have the mic.
But did you look that up?
From I hold
From
the mic.
1999.
1999 Disney Channel original movie. Don't Look Under the Bed. Do you got something else to add to this, Trevor? Really
No, I was just confirming that we had the correct year.
You are confirmed. And really quick here, usually Andrew lays out what we're going to do today. But you know what? I am going to lay out what we're going to do.
Nope. Psych. I'm going to do it. So we're going to hit our... do we have two news topics? All right. So Arch is going to let us know about the news topics. We're going to hit the 30-second review. We're cutting this down. We're making this tense.
I'm here for it. Come on.
Well, I heard that
Lay it on
bone
me.
crack. And then we're hitting our three kind of topics, and we're mixing up this time with a little randomizer here. We're going to spin that wheel, see what we hit on, and then we're going to give you guys, we're not going to give us because we already have our own final thoughts, but we're going to give you guys our final thoughts.
I'm so stoked to have my own microphone, honestly.
But really quick, we do have a quiz question for this episode.
Let's go.
During the promotion of this movie, there was another movie that this movie stole the soundtrack from. For the promotion of this movie, what movie did they steal the music from?
That's interesting because
Shrek.
the music was really good.
This is only during the promotion period.
Okay.
No, not Shrek.
Wait,
Candyman.
okay. 99.
Wait, okay, question. Can we get a hint? Is it like a Disney Channel original movie, or is it
It
like
would
a...
be great.
Is it like a...
Non-Disney Channel non-DCOM.
Okay.
Neon
Neon DCOM.
Correction over here. Non-DCOM. It is starring Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Oh,
Batman?
1999 on Michael Keaton.
Is it Batman?
Yeah. That's my guess.
That's
We will come back to this answer later.
seems like the obvious answer.
And
but
while I have this mic, we are going to hit the news topics.
I feel like I'm being robbed of leading this here.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're
Because
fine.
RJ's here, and he's putting on his Hero Bob outfit. His two-take Bob outfit.
Oh, should we restart the episode then?
Heck no.
In case you guys didn't
We
know,
don't do two takes here.
RJ looks like Mr. Incredible, and then he puts the outfit on, and it's just like, ooh, that back.
My guy,
That
Trevor.
massive back.
My guy, Trevor.
Is this pre or post superhero band, Mr. Incredible?
Post, yeah. No, when he's working out.
Oh, okay.
That's what RJ looks
okay.
like.
Okay. It's going to be a really rough.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I want to talk about a news topic real quick about Disney stock actually dropping. It is its lowest in 9 years as of right now. Disney stock, 9 years as of right now. And you know what? Even better is that we brought back Mr. Bob.
Raise your hand if you saw God, I can't even name the last Marvel movie that came out. Like, no one
There's
sees them anymore.
so many, and it just doesn't
I
even
gave
matter.
up.
No, RJ, you're
We
not
all
getting
gave
the mic.
up.
It's just, it's too much to keep track of. Why do I have to watch so many TV shows? And I guess Wakanda Forever was the last one.
I did see that one, yes.
I did
saw it
too.
on streaming, though. I didn't actually see it in theaters.
Ditto.
I waited. Like,
But yeah, no, there's just way too much to keep track of.
it's too much. Who cares? Why would you, like, God.
So-
Okay. We
I'm
have.
sorry, Trev.
Sorry. We have a guest. The lovely, gracious Jamie.
Oh, no.
The lovely, gracious Jackal is going to join us for a moment.
The Jackal in
Please
the
say
attic.
hello to Jamie.
So specifically on the quality of Marvel movies, I recently was seeing a post about how the
A
actors
post where?
online doesn't matter. It was a post of a post, so whatever. It was on Pinterest, but it was a post from like Tumblr or something. So it was about how the actors from like Iron Man, the original Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. actually had a hand in rewriting some of the lines. And then even in Ant-Man, Paul Rudd had a hand in rewriting some of the lines. And then you see some of the more modern takes of Marvel. The actors don't even know what movies they're in. They just get a script and get told, hey, show up here. And they don't even know what movies they're in anymore. So it's been completely removed from the actors who are completely immersed in the characters and familiar with the characters themselves. They're completely immobilized and removed from the story, so they don't even have an idea what's going on. So there's no input on the people who know the characters the most thoroughly anymore.
Can I just throw
So
out
that's why the
there?
quality's probably gone down. That's my opinion, at least.
Can I throw out there that Kevin?
Briefly. Thank you, Jamie. Go on.
Kevin, is it Feige? That's leading the whole Marvel universe. Is it Feige?
Kevin Feige.
Is it Feige?
I think it's Feige.
I never remember if the G is.
I don't really care.
That's kind of where
And
I'm
that's
at.
kind
But
of
I'm
the
trying to be
point.
respectful, but I'm like, I don't know. But he's had like a really overall like grasp on the whole Marvel universe thing, and so I've actually heard kind of the opposite about like, yeah, the actors blending in lines, but then there's also like a lot of creative differences with really interesting directors and writers
Yeah.
with overall series. Like, I think a really big example was actually, oh God, what's his name? Shaun of the Dead.
Simon Pegg?
No, director.
I don't know the director of that.
It's gonna hit me in like a couple hours.
What did he direct that was Marvel, though?
So he was supposed to direct Ant-Man,
Okay.
and he, something right.
Oh,
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright, yes. Baby Driver.
Yes.
Yes.
So
okay.
Edgar Wright was supposed to direct Ant-Man, and you can still see his hand in it, but he had so many creative differences with Kevin Feige that he stepped away from the process, and that's just the kind of the biggest example to date where like they were so far along the process and he just stopped caring.
Right, yeah. And even with regards to like, we're just like, we're kind of like honing in on Marvel right now, but also like, let's be real. Elemental, fine.
Yeah.
Fine at best. Like, other Disney stuff is just not delivering. Like, there's Marvel, there's Star Wars. I haven't watched any of the Star Wars series because I cannot be bothered. I wish I could be bothered. I wish I cared more than I do, but it's
Also,
like, I
like
don't.
what came out like 10 years ago, like Frozen and Tangled?
And Frozen. We're getting Frozen 3. We're getting Toy Story 5.
Frozen
Yay.
3.
Toy Story 5, yeah.
Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5. 5.
But you know what?
Not that I'm not going to see it. Like, I'm not going to pay to see it, but I'll see it eventually. But, like, at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to pay to see it. Isn't that the problem?
You know what's crazy though is that the movies that they're pumping out are pretty much trash at this point. But outside of that though, well, not trash. Elemental wasn't trash. But
Elemental was fine, but it was just fine.
Fine.
It wasn't
fine.
up. It wasn't Inside Out.
It was okay.
It was serviceable, but let's be honest, it was a lesser Zootopia.
Absolutely.
But outside of that though, I am going to say it. that some of the products that they are pumping out are pretty good.
The products?
The products. Have you seen their Spirit jerseys as of lately? Especially,
No.
check out their Spirit jerseys for the holiday season. They're actually legit.
I believe you.
In the Disney 100 anniversary is legit.
All right, what's the next news topic? Because Trevor's going into his little Zen zone.
We don't have another one. If you haven't, actually, no. You know what? I have one more. Disney Lorcana is reprinting their first series. Trevor, have you got your Disney Lorcana deck in? No, you have not. I can tell by his look.
You know what? I don't know what the family friendly. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. You know what's lit?
Yeah.
What's lit is that the writer's strike ended, and the writers are getting fair pay for their work.
It's about time.
It's about.
What has it been, like 180 days or something like that?
It's long. I think
It's
it might be the
crazy long.
longest writer's strike that has happened. I would fact check that, editor.
So
But it was very long. It was over 100 days. I think it was expected to end in October, but it didn't, thankfully, because I need House of the Dragon Season 2, but also they need to get fair pay. So, you know, I can wait for stuff.
Andrew's a fact dragon.
also, yes, House of the Dragon Season 2.
House.
Need it.
Okay, we'll talk later.
A hot take, maybe. House of the Dragon better than Game of Thrones.
I have very complicated feelings about that I'm not going to get into right now. We can do a whole episode about this if we really want to.
Oh God, yes.
But yes, House of the
But-
Dragon, good.
But yeah, no,
Good show.
glad that the execs didn't get their way of basically starving the writers out of house and home.
Yeah, it's gross
So
how
basi-
hard they tried, honestly,
It really
but
is.
I'm really glad that they failed.
Yeah.
Screw them and power to the writers. And I hope that the actors get their way shortly as well.
Yeah. I mean, are we taking bets on how long Bob Iger is going to last?
The man who retired and then came back. I mean, I've been watching Big Brother this season, and 2 people have been already evicted, and they're coming back, and they have no social power in the house. So it's like the same thing, basically. You know,
So Bob Chapek could be coming back.
Bob Iger is a bad Big Brother player, which to me,
But Bob Chapek.
what?
Yeah, the Goomba.
What?
He ain't coming back. Stop that nonsense right there.
Anyway, power to the actors, power to the writers. Moving on.
All right, so we are going to spin the wheel, which we only have a certain amount of topics for this movie, which is Don't Look Under the Bed.
But before we do that, we got a 30-second summary of the movie, which is going to be done by our guest, RJ.
Somehow I became the guest, even though Trevor's on the show.
I can do it.
Okay, Trevor. You
Yeah.
have 30 seconds. Wait, give me 1 second.
Okay. Let's get this started. So weird stuff starts happening to 14-year-old Franny in, what was it, Middleburg? Generalville, something like that. Anyway, spooky stuff starts happening to her. And she finds out, eventually, that there are boogeymen going on. And that's why it's called Don't Look Under the Bed, because you know where boogeymen are? Take one single guess from me.
In Hollywood.
He's wrong. They're under the bed. And yeah, there's boogeymen, and there's
And
a
that's
reason.
it?
There's a. I'm done already.
That's 30 seconds, my guy.
But there's so much lore that I haven't gone into.
30 seconds.
This movie is so deep.
Yeah,
okay.
that's 30 seconds.
Well, I guess no spoilers then.
All right. So we're going to dive into our first topic. There's a wheel sound happening right now, and we can all hear it.
Mm-hmm.
We can all
It sounds like a wheel.
if you had the headphone. Oh my God, we got our first topic.
What is it?
What moments?
Moments.
Just the moments that made you stop and go, what?
See, the thing is, last time you said specifically, it was the what moments, but now it's moments which happen to make you go what. Y'all are so inconsistent.
It's the
I get
same
it.
thing.
I get it, I guess.
Trevor, listen to me. You're my guy, right? We're homies, right?
I guess.
You guess? I'm my guy. I'm top 100 in your book. And all I know is it's a what?
I will start then.
Cool.
Because honestly, the thing that makes this movie for me is the fact that the boogeymen are or were previously imaginary friends for the protagonists. I think that's super interesting. I think that's a cool idea. And there's a moment where where her friend Larry has attached basically jumper cables to the boogeyman's long nails. And she becomes like an old woman, and she's like, I'm just an old woman. I'm so pathetic. Meh. And it's like so convincing, but at the same time, even as a kid, you're just like, that's the boogeyman manipulating you. It's dark. I think that was a really interesting moment for a kid's movie, because you can you don't want to watch an old woman suffer, but at the same time, that's
It's
not
like-
an old woman suffering.
Yeah.
It's the boogeyman trying to convince her. And I think that's one of the reasons that this is the scariest decom. This is the scariest decom, for what it's worth. So that was my moment.
So my what moment? Hey, I did watch the movie. I was just maybe a little too happy about watching the movie. Anyways, my what moment is the fact that these parents who are very kind of by the book, kind of uptight individuals, they name their one daughter Frances Bacon, and they name their youngest son Darwin. Happen to name the oldest brother, who's barely in this movie,
I don't remember his name. What is it?
Bert. They name the two younger kids after kind of famous people that okay, yeah, sure, maybe intellectual parents might name their poor kids after these individuals, but Bert. And this kid's 15. This movie came out in 99, so that's too old to be named after Bert Simpson.
There's no good
So
day
it's
to be
Bert
named
and Ernie.
Bert. Also,
It's Bert and Ernie.
it's not Bert Simpson. It's Bart Simpson.
Okay, even if you drop Bert is a great Sesame Street character.
I've seen maybe 3 episodes of Simpsons.
Okay,
What
so
about
why
Sesame
are you
Street?
here then?
What about Sesame Street? Sesame Street? Anyways, I'm going to continue on with my what moments.
Wait, do that again?
My what moments, because... Oh my gosh, we're going to end this episode.
You're making more work for yourself.
I know, he's going to have to edit this out. But he won't...
edit any of this out.
You know he's not going to edit this out. That's the worst part.
Great.
Yeah, I know. So my number one what moment is going to be when Larry kisses the main character, Francis.
That came out of nowhere and is never.
At the end, it was like, what?
It's like,
This
dude.
guy ain't his imaginary character to Francis.
Also, he's gay. Like,
Well, what makes you say he's gay? Let's hear it out,
literally
my guy.
everything about that man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I do like straight people. I have nothing against straight people.
I
you
know,
know.
because we're best friends.
Right. But like
Which is
I'm just the way he was like snapping and twirling. I was just like that. I relate to that. I snap. I twirl. I put on a show.
so
I
Larry.
have long nails
You've got the Coke nails?
for style.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See?
I didn't notice that before. I didn't notice
These are
that.
Coke. These aren't Coke nails. These
Yeah.
are just long nails.
Okay. No, those are Coke nails.
Okay, I'm getting called out, but whatever. But anyway, yeah. They
Chew
did
your
kiss, and
fingernails
that
more.
came out of nowhere. I guess only I registered it that it was weird because that character was definitely a homosexual. you know, it may be bisexual, I guess. But why'd you kiss her? Why'd you kiss her, dude? Just, you can be friends. That's chill too. I don't know.
Do you not kiss everyone?
That's not the question we're talking about, my dude. I don't know how to move on from this.
RJ?
Does anyone ever call you Arj?
No, he did not. Thank goodness he did
Because
not.
like in recess there was TJ and he was called Tej, and I'm a TJ as well, so I got called Tej. And I was like, what about Arj?
No, thankfully I'm not.
It's
Trevor. What is your second moment?
my second moment. Well, we were talking about the moment when the. So early in the movie, the mom notices 24 eggs are missing. And then a bunch of eggs get thrown onto
Far
a
more
car.
than 2 dozen.
It's very clearly a lot more than 24. And I guess my big what was like, that's like 40 eggs. That's not 24 eggs.
And they're still blaming the kid.
And they're still. Oh, God, the logic of this movie is wild. It's so funny.
Yeah.
For many reasons, I think it's really funny. Everyone's like, "Oh, main character, you're being a bad girl. You're a bad person. You're pulling pranks. You're being a bad."
With no
Girl.
evidence of that other than she happens to be around.
Exactly. Yes, and
Sometimes, like not even all the time.
just like as a kid, you follow the logic, but when you're watching as an adult, you're like, "What? What?" It's still a great movie.
I think that
Still love
perfectly-
the egg prank, but like,
I think that perfectly brings us into my second what moment.
go for it.
Which is why the writers wrote her as a character who skipped some grades, but then is still blamed for some childish pranks.
Right.
As if we're supposed to believe that she's egging cars and spraying graffiti over lockers and getting kids in a library watching a movie to sing along or dance with the movie, even though the librarian is the one that put the movie on, and we established that after the fact. Like, it's... I don't know what you're saying, RJ. I don't know what you're saying.
The gelatin. The gelatin in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
And the bees. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the
This
Nick
movie's
Cage.
so weird.
The bees.
This movie's so weird. And yeah, I agree with that. It's like, not to brag, but I was like one of the smarter kids in my middle and high school. So, but like no one would suspect me of making the pool into gelatin because I was the smart kid, Yeah, I agree with you. It's weird.
It's just a weird choice for writers to do. It would have made more sense if they just cut that bit of dialogue out about her skipping grades.
I'm legitimately wondering why that dialogue is in there, because it's like she's clearly a child. Like, she could just be 15 and be in high school, but like they said that she was 14 and skipped a grade.
At the same time,
so very weird.
In 1999, we're pretending 30-year-olds are 19-year-olds and high schoolers and stuff in
Exactly,
movies.
yeah.
Like, what's the big difference here? This is a closer, like, 2-3 year relation.
She is 20.
She was 20 when she made the movie? Seriously? She did not look 20. Holy good God. She looked like an actual child.
Wow.
Larry was 18.
Larry was younger?
That is
Larry looked
not
like an
at all
adult.
what I expected. That's crazy.
I hope they stayed friends.
But, okay, but still, like...
No,
I think the point still stands that it's kind of weird that they wrote that in there.
yeah, I agree. Very strange.
I mean, maybe...
I think it was maybe like more of like a hey, are you like a smart kid? Maybe you can enjoy this scary movie, because this movie was pretty scary for at least me as a kid.
I think what I would have bought more was, I'll get to you in a moment, RJ, was like, hey, you were held back a couple grades because she's just like maybe bored with school or something like that. Like, kind of play it down that line. It's just bad writing.
It just is, yes.
I want to go to my number 3. Or my number 2, actually.
Yeah, we're back. We're still at number 2.
Yeah.
Because my number 3 is going to get you guys crazy.
Oh, God.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My number 2 is actually going to be the greaser boyfriend that takes place inside of the moment when they see the lockers and a whole bunch of other... Or the lockers all have bees on it except for Francis's. I don't know if you guys noticed, this guy was losing hair like crazy. Like myself.
Are you giving a fun fact as your what moment?
This is one moment, and I am
But
losing
it's a
hair.
fun fact.
It's not a fun fact. I just am losing hair.
Hey, I liked how the main character had brown hair. Kind of like me. That's what that felt like.
But I'm not the main character, and I'm a side character.
For everyone who hasn't
That's a
seen
joke.
RJ, he's never had hair, and he's always been cute as heck. How about that?
Yeah, I don't have hair. That's a fact. And yeah,
And still cute?
this guy was losing hair, and he did not look like a high schooler. And he looked like he should be passing out candy.
I missed that guy, sorry.
You missed him. Yeah. There's the point where there's bees all over the lockers except for hers. The bee was on the inside.
Okay. I remember the scene. I don't remember the character, though.
I'm sorry. What guys are you getting candy from?
It's October. Who aren't you getting candy from?
Exactly. Are you not getting candy? You should get candy.
Weird balding high schoolers.
Okay. I do not have another what moment.
Really?
I don't think so.
Fuck off.
What's left? What other categories are left?
I mean, you can repeat stuff throughout categories if you want, but we got quotes, we got scenes, we got characters, and we got costumes.
Okay, I'm ready to move on then.
Okay.
If we may.
I think my last what moment is RJ. If you give me a moment here. Is the weird off and on again kind of North Dakotan / Irish accent that the mom kept doing and not doing, and sometimes the daughter, but mostly the mom, and it was really bothering me through.
The mom was such a bizarre character because it's like your daughter is going through this, horror story, and she's just like,
What's wrong with you?
"Hey, yo, why are you in the kitchen cooking food? Why is this pot 200 pounds? What's going on with you, daughter?" Anyway, bye. That's the mom. That was
Yeah.
what the mom was like.
Also, the mom was like, "Hey, I'm having a kid. Let's name him Bert." "Oh, hey, I'm having another kid. Francis Bacon." "Oh, a third kid? Darwin."
She was a disgusting woman.
She was.
Abhorrent.
Sounds like you are stuck on your what moments, Trevor.
What?
You're stuck on your...
What?
You are stuck on your what moments.
Why do we need so many? Why can't we move on?
We have 3.
A third what moment? Okay.
And you didn't have a second one.
He did have a second one.
You didn't have a third one.
I didn't have.
Well,
a
we
second
had
one.
third one.
Okay.
Did we have a third one?
God, I kind of want to How about?
Okay.
I
that's okay.
don't. That's just not how I look at movies. I'm sorry.
So, really quickly, just so our fans know, what was your number one what moment?
God, that was like an hour ago. My
that's
number
okay.
one what moment was. I think it was when she.
Why are we reminding people?
When
We
the
already went over
boogeyman.
this like 2
why
minutes
are
ago.
we?
Because
It was when the boogeyman became an old woman.
Yeah, let's go to our next topic.
Which
Do you
was a
have a third
hint.
one?
After editing, it's gonna be like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I do have a third one.
Then
Right?
do your third one.
Okay. 1 second here, actually.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
wait,
it takes
did
so
you-
long.
You have a third one.
I did do my third one. Can you stop killing time while you find a third one?
Yeah. I have to agree.
Why is Larry wearing a karate outfit while playing basketball?
Franny
Do you not?
was wearing a karate outfit.
Larry was playing basketball.
You can't hold Larry to the laws of like logic.
I can.
He's Larry.
And I will. And you know what? Toothache Bob doesn't wear a karate outfit while playing basketball.
So doesn't mean you can't.
Toothache Bob does not wear one. And he's a decent basketball player.
I wouldn't know.
That's okay. Because you know what, Trevor?
What, RJ?
We are going to go on to our next topic. Andrew, go ahead and spin that wheel, brother. And it takes forever, Trevor, so it's okay. Because Andrew doesn't know how to make it spin faster.
Wheels being spun. What do we got? What do we got?
Okay, so for some reason we got costumes. I don't know how to break it to you, Trevor, but there's no way that each of us are gonna have three favorite costumes.
Yeah,
in this
there's no
movie.
way. There was like there was literally like 3 good costumes.
Which is why this is going to be a highly competitive topic.
Costumes in the game. Costumes by RJ and Andrew.
Do I start or do you start?
You start.
I
you're the-
start.
yeah.
Okay, so my outfit's gonna be.
We're going to be out of outfits by the time we get to RJ.
It's going to be the final Boogeyman outfit. By not Larry. Crap, what was the name? The villain. The villain had
Oh, the boogie person.
the boogie person. Yes,
The Martin Short wannabe.
yes, and like the reason this movie was so scary, like for kids, I know because I was a kid at the time. Like it's the makeup, the way that they like designed the boogeyman, boogie person. You eventually find out, which wow, so ahead of its time, but like the villain in this movie is scary, like legitimately scary, like freaky to look at, and I think the outfit just. It goes with it. It's more of a makeup thing for me, but like it's a scary villain, and I think that I'm glad they made a scary villain for a DCOM.
You know what? That's actually a good number 1 pick because that's it.
It kind of is, yeah. You
but
get-
but
Go on.
my number 1 pick is actually going to be Larry.
of
when-
course, it's Larry.
When he's wearing it's like a Middle Eastern kind of genie outfit.
Oh my god.
He's just kind of in Francis's bed.
I think you asked at that point in the movie, can boogeymen culturally appropriate?
Yeah.
To which we said, yes, they can.
Apparently, it felt weird. It felt really weird and wrong, but we were there and we were watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
So,
So anyway, RJ.
yes. Thankfully, I get the number 3 pick because I'm the lucky number 3. So, my number 3 is going to be the dad in his suspenders and his tie that he wears throughout the whole movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I think it's the same suspenders and the same tie that he wears out throughout the whole movie.
Hell yeah.
Trevor, do you have a number 2 possibly by
I
chance?
no, good God, no, I don't. I also don't have a comment on the dad, but I think it was a great choice.
Andrew, do you have a number 2?
Oh yeah. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm too spicy nachoed. So I'm going to go with Larry wore a few outfits, and I think one of the ones that we brought up earlier that kind of stuck out to me was the karate outfit.
The karate outfit?
I mean, I guess there's another one that sticks out to me, but I've already said karate outfit, so I'm going to stick with it.
May I jump in?
You know what? Yeah, let's skip RJ.
Yeah, let's get RJ.
It's not like he has a mic.
Frances with her vests.
Oh my gosh,
Her
yes.
amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, not of the time vests.
They're all.
She was making a statement the entire time, and we didn't get it.
Poopy,
I agree.
Buns. She was poopy buns because that librarian looked like a bad librarian. She looked like a librarian that would beat you up if you spoke a word inside her library.
Yeah.
And I think she threatened those kids that spoke a word inside
That's my girl.
her library. What?
That's my girl.
Why?
Because that's a bad. What more do you need?
Andrew, you're gonna have to edit that. You're gonna have to put a beep over it. So, here's the real story of this movie, though. That librarian is the librarian, and that's my number 2. Andrew, do you so happen because Trevor didn't have a number 2? Andrew, do you have a number 3?
I
Costumes, by the way.
actually came back with the costume, so
Yeah, he did have number 2, which was the librarian.
let's not disparage me,
Well,
RJ.
he also brought up the vest too. So yeah. No, RJ, you lost your turn. So my number 3 costume is I don't have one.
That's valid because this movie basically spent all the money on the final 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, which I would love to get to.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
So yeah, let's get into our final topic. RJ, do you want to spin the wheel?
I actually have one more costume
Oh my god, RJ.
because I took notes in this movie, and I would like to hit on Larry one more time.
Do it.
And I'd like to hit on Larry as he is transitioning into a boogie person.
Ooh.
And his contacts. His eyes get trippy.
His eyes are, again, a part of the reason that this is this is the scariest decom.
And I think that is a...
Let's talk about how disturbing it is, to watch this movie as a child, and you
see
meet
dolls'
Larry.
heads turn.
You meet Larry, and you love Larry because he's a fun guy.
Absolutely
you
love
know?
Larry.
And then he becomes this terrifying monster by the end of the movie.
And
I think that's why the movie is so
Slowly.
scary for kids.
he slowly turns.
Yeah.
You see him, you love Larry. All of a sudden his eyes turn and you're like, oh crap. No, Larry, please no. And all of a sudden his fingernails turn long and you're
It's terrifying.
like, oh no, Larry. We've seen this in Babes in Toyland with the Play No Games podcast.
I don't think that many kids were thinking we saw this in Babes in Toyland, but
kids did not, but I did.
but it's just it's scary, He becomes the villain
He does.
in a really scary way.
100% he does. And I was like, oh no, Larry, no.
Yeah, not Larry. Anyone but Larry.
Larry, we saw you in Even Stevens.
Exactly.
Why you not trying to fight Ren in this?
Not Larry.
Not
Ren
Ren.
got an F. Oh God.
It's so disappointing. All right. I believe we have a final topic coming up.
Do we?
Yeah, we have one more topic. RJ, do you want to spin that wheel? We got characters.
Oh, come on.
And you know what? I'll go first. All right, Trevor.
I go first?
Yeah, go first. I feel like I know who you're gonna pick.
I obviously
You and I are gonna pick the top 2 in RJ's.
they're literally two memorable characters in the movie. I gotta pick Larry. Larry was so fun. The actor was giving so much in the performance. He really captured like just like the mischief of an imaginary friend, and also at the same time later in the movie he was so scary, I guess, as the boogeyman version of him. I think he's like the heart of the movie, and like I know
He
that
is.
everyone would have picked him immediately, but yeah, Larry's the heart of the movie. He's like it, and he really kind of encapsulates the lore of the movie, where it's like if you're an imaginary friend and you're forgotten about, you become a boogeyman, and like you see how sad that is. Like it's
in real time as he's like
yeah it's
slowly
scary and all.
transitions.
It's both like heartbreaking and scary, and I think that's really interesting for a decom. I love Larry. Also, he's probably gay. Let's be real.
Yeah, if this movie came out 2020, let's be honest, he
He'd
would
have a boyfriend.
yeah,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have a kiss scene. But we're going to talk about my number one.
Do it.
And you know what? It's not even the main character. It is not Francis Bacon. It is the boogie person whose name I forget.
Obviously.
Because it's the villain.
You're thinking I'm surprised by this? Obviously, it's that person.
No, I was building up like anyone's going to be surprised, which they're not if they've seen this movie. It's absolutely the boogie person. I mean, the
Yes.
villain of the movie is just chewing things up best they can in this movie. They're in an awesome outfit the whole time. They're being spooky.
I thought we were going to have a section with scenes.
We generally do, but we didn't roll that.
I just want to say the scenes like around the climax and like the boogie world
yeah.
looked great.
I was impressed because there was like a full size like baby doll that was
Yeah.
like scaled up so that like
Yeah.
Larry could like fit in the hand. That's impressive.
And it was like it was
That's
nostalgic,
super impressive.
but also at the same time scary. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it takes your nostalgia and kind of weaponizes it against you.
Yeah.
Which is wild for a children's movie.
It's kind of disappointing that they didn't spend more time there, seeing how much time
I
they
agree.
actually spent with building the sets.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah,
But
that-
sorry, not to take away from your talking about the character.
yeah,
Go
no,
on.
it's kind of a bummer we didn't roll scenes, but yeah, no, that's like a highlight for the movie for me at least. Coming from someone who hasn't actually seen the movie growing up.
So he has Phil right.
Come on, Franny.
Whoa! I can.
Oh,
let-
whoa.
You can. I can. You know what?
He's going to call the principal who's acting like John Malkovich.
No.
RJ, say your piece.
The dad.
The dad.
The dad.
Mr. Suspenders.
Straight up Stranger Things fella season 3 and 4. He is in this movie.
He's also living in other guys.
Not really. This is not that actor, but this is the same vibe I got from this man.
Yes.
And you know what? He dusted the house in suspenders and a tie and a white shirt.
Is this not
Tell
what we
me-
all wore in 2002? I mean, sorry, 1999? There are so many years.
Did you dust your house in suspenders, in a tie, and a white shirt? No, you did not. Stop it. Please stop.
I have to think.
No, you did not. Maybe a tie, but
No,
you did
no,
not
I
wear
didn't.
suspenders.
No, I didn't.
And you did not wear the white shirt.
No.
So please stop. Maybe the tie, though. Knowing you. Maybe the tie.
You think I would wear a tie? I was so close to wearing like basketball shorts here tonight. This is actual
That doesn't
clothes.
mean you didn't wear a tie while trying to dust the house.
I put on as few clothes as possible, my dude.
Wait, am I dressed up tonight?
Anyway.
Yes. Yeah, you are.
But
See, t-shirt, actual shorts right here, and a belt. I was invited to a podcast, and so I had to dress up.
so,
Sorry.
outside of this, though, my guy delivered. And he is my number one character. You guys thought you stole my number one character. Psych! The dad stole his show.
Okay, well then I guess I can talk about Franny. I mean, sorry, Frances. The only person who called her Franny was the villain of the movie. Well, she is a 14-year-old girl who skipped some grades,
Became 20.
and
Oh,
she's the star of the
Stitch.
movie.
Stitch is making some moves here.
Yeah, I don't have a lot more to say about Frances. I gotta be honest. But she would be my next favorite character. Actress was 20 years old. Jesus. I mean, crap.
She's playing a 15-year-old.
Playing a 14-year-old
Yeah, 14.
who skipped grades.
Supposed to be a freshman in high school.
Yeah, Frances was the main character, and you know what? She saved everyone. And good for her. I'm happy for her.
Can I just ask, like, what was at risk here?
What was what?
What was at risk here?
What was what?
What was at risk? Like,
That's a really good question.
like if the villain got their way, what was
Mischief.
gonna? Yeah,
Mischief.
Just mischief.
Just mischief.
Just like the pool turning into gelatin and your house being lit up by Christmas tree lights.
I will say that
And
the
flowers
lady,
being planted in your front yard. Like, that seems like pretty tame.
I do think that the student who dived into the gelatin died because you don't live through that. If your top half is in gelatin,
disagree.
you suffocate, right?
I disagree. Trevor, no, wait, Andrew, before you try to take this mic. Trevor, I disagree with you because if you eat enough, you're going to be stuck in there, but you're going to have enough to breathe while they try to figure out how to pull you out. Secondly, that boogie person tried to throw the brother into a dark and, I don't know, some sort of pit. Some sort of pit. The brother was at risk here, and he almost died.
Okay, but
RJ, you made a really, really fascinating argument, but I'll let your argument speak for itself.
I'll agree with Trevor, but I'm going to argue this. What was in that pit? It was never established that what was in...
At the bottom of the cliff?
Yeah.
Oh, death.
Okay, but, like, is that actual death, or is that just, like, imaginary land death?
Oh, it's death.
So straight up death.
It's eternal death. Watch
because-
Talk to Me. Watch Talk to Me. It's Talk to Me.
Okay. Because the movie does a really poor job of setting up what kind of the risks are of this land. If they're like, oh, hey, you got cut in the imaginary land and you carried that into real life or like something like that, it would show like...
Oh, it's eternal damnation. No matter what happens, it's eternal damnation.
Okay,
Like,
so it's straight up the kid is dying.
Yes. No,
Cool.
dying, but also living in hell, or eternity in hell, you know? Obviously.
family movie.
Did you not pick that up? I got that. I was like, yeah.
That was kind of the gist I was getting, but it's like the movie, I felt, did kind of a poor job of setting that up.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your number 3 character? Oh, no, you already did 2.
I
So
am
it is on
done
to
with
me.
characters at this
It is on to me for 2. It was on to me for 2. And I'm going to go with that teacher. The teacher that got his car egged, as I'm getting heckled over there by RJ. The guy was playing an obnoxious teacher, and I hated every moment he was on screen. So I think he did a good job.
Sorry, you picked such a weak character. My number 3 is going to be the librarian. You slept on her. What? How do you not give this librarian props? As she went, shh. That's right. As this podcast goes, shh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
She was a straight-on librarian.
I have little to say on that.
Exactly.
But I will support you in your choice.
Thanks, my guy.
Of
Thank you.
course. Of course.
We're on to number 3 now. Number 3 characters.
I don't have a number 3 character. There were like
No.
5 characters in this goddamn movie. There were like 5 characters in this movie. I can't.
Why? We just named 6. We're on to number 7 for you.
What other people were in this movie? Oh! What's her name?
So many.
The friend.
Ooh,
The underrated friend whose
I
name
will
I can't
help
remember.
you out with Wario real quick here.
Yeah, she looked like Wario.
And
I
her
loved
name
her.
was Joanne.
Joanne. What a bad ass bitch. I'm not recording that because that is how I want it to be told.
I'm gonna keep that.
We love Joanne. We love Joanne. We love Joanne, and we love her Wario outfit. We
Did
love
you
how
take my
she
Wario
was.
outfit comment over there, thinking I was gonna forget that?
No, I did not take it.
I will credit the Wario outfit comment to Andrew because he did say it first, but it was hilarious, so I had to repeat
She
it.
100% looked like Wario.
She did, and you know why wouldn't I love her? I love her. I hope that Francis became her friend afterwards and gave her the credit that she deserved. And I am done with characters. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Final thoughts.
Whoa, wait. We have a quiz question to this episode before we roll into those final thoughts, mister. Quiz question.
Yes.
This movie stole another movie's main and prominent soundtrack for their promotion pieces.
My dude, you said this already.
Exactly. I just want to reiterate this question, so just in case people who have made it this far have forgot about the question.
Okay.
So, which movie did they steal? It was 1988, just to help you guys out.
Honestly, I forgot.
88? Oh, Batman.
It did star Michael Keaton.
I obviously it's Batman at that point. But I'm gonna do a wild card guess and say Mortal Kombat.
What did you say?
Old Mortal Kombat movie.
I disagree.
It's a fact. You can't disagree. It's just it just is or isn't.
Yeah.
is false. Is Beetlejuice.
Oh.
During this movie, they straight up stole the Beetlejuice original soundtrack for the promotion of this movie.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Trevor,
for
what are
them.
your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Pretty good decom. I've seen a lot of Disney Channel original movies, and this one, I think, there's so many Dutch angles that it drives me crazy. But at the same time, it's pretty spooky. It has. I can't say it has a decent message. It has a message about growing up and stuff. So, you know, it's fun. It's fun. I think it's good. I think kids will like it. I think that it's scary enough that it's a good intro for kids to horror. So, you know what? Thumbs all the way up.
I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This is my first time watching this movie. I did not grow up on decom movies. I will agree with you that there were a lot of Dutch angles in this movie, like an excessive amount of Dutch angles. I think that Battlefield Earth took notes from this movie.
Okay, like, not to make a tangent, but like literally every reverse shot in this movie was a Dutch angle, which was weird.
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's kind of spooky, but it's like, it's literally like
It's
the,
a bit
the mom
much.
would be talking to the kids about like whatever, and it would be a Dutch angle, and it's like weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
No worries. It'd be, you know, what's his face Larry playing basketball, and it's like a Dutch angle. It's like, why are we doing this? I disagree that there was really any message here. I thought it was fun. I think there's better like kids horror movies out there, but it was fine. At least for the Disney Channel movies that we've seen, it's definitely on kind of the upper side of that. If you've got kids, definitely recommend. And I've definitely said definitely way too many times in the last 2 minutes.
Definitely.
This is a good movie for kids during the Halloween season. It scared me, actually, as I picked it up halfway through the movie as I was a kid. And I saw a doll's head move, and I was like, whoa, and I pooped my pants. So this should be a movie that kids should watch during the Halloween season. a good kind of ideal of just kind of keep your imagination going. Don't let it die, as you might create a boogie person. I agree with Trevor, as he did not allude to this right now, but it is an 8 out of 10. But he did allude to it in our Instagram story. Please check us out on Instagram.
I can't keep track of this. Yes, it was an 8 out of 10. And yeah, don't listen to Andrew, obviously. Obviously.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comfortable with that. But if you want to check us out, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube sometimes, and wherever else you want to find us. Just look up Backseat Critics. We'll be there, probably. Might be.
Thank you both so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for joining us.
I love being here.
You're welcome on anytime.
Thank you, man. RJ has nothing to say, I guess, but
Yeah,
Whatever.
RJ's got nothing to say here.
thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Andrew.
Anytime.
You're so sweet.
Yeah, do my best. Alright.
God, RJ wants to say something. Ugh.
Anyways, you want to check us out? Check out our other episodes.
Yeah.
Anyways, we out.
I really want to I wish I could tell everyone what's happening visually right now, but it's really hard to
He
do.
just wants to deny me.
Okay, yeah. RJ has something to say.
This guy just wants to deny me of the we out.
Thank you for having me, RJ.
Anytime, Trevor. But in sincerity, we out.
We out.
We out.
We out.
No, we out.
We out.